There is a very famous event which occurred in our history. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu is not a man you want to tangle with. Oh no. With Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, you could take your chance. He's a very soft and gentle person. Even with Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. One day the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam was sitting with the women, teaching them. And Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu came and knocked. Who is it? Umar! The women all fled. The woman picked up the dresses and they ran, hiding behind. And he came in, and he saw what happened. And he was angry with them. You fear me? You don't fear him? They said, he's nice with us. Nabi Muhammad, he's nice with us. We're comfortable. We're afraid of you. So even the men are also scared of Umar radiallahu ta'ala. Not only the men, the Prophet said about Umar radiallahu ta'ala, إِذَا سَلَكَ فَجًّا سَلَكَ الشَّيْطَانُ فَجًّا أَخَرَ. When Umar takes one road, Shaitan takes another road. When Umar takes one road, Shaitan takes another road. إِذَا سَلَكَ فَجًّا سَلَكَ الشَّيْطَانُ فَجًّا آخَرَ. So, you don't tangle with Umar. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu is Khalifa, Amir al-Mu'minin. And he's disturbed because the mahar, the dowry given to a woman at the time of marriage, is increasing too high. And he decided, I have to put a cap on it, put a limit. So he got up on the minbar and he gave a khutbah on the subject. And he said, oh people, I'm giving you this order, that from now on, 400 dirhams, plural of dirhams is darahim. 400 darahim is now the limit. No one will give a dowry bigger than this. Then he got down from the minbar to conduct the salah. A woman got up. She's sitting at the back. She got up. She said, Umar, you cannot do that. If you had dropped a pin, you could hear it. No man would dare to say such a thing. A woman gets up and challenges Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. This is trouble. He turned around, he looked at her. He didn't say, woman, what are you doing in the house of Allah? He didn't say, woman, what are you doing at the back of the men? He didn't say, woman, how come you're talking in the house of Allah? He asked her, why not? So she had the right to be in the house of Allah. She had the right to be at the back of the men with no parda, no barrier, no screen, nothing. She had the right to even get up and speak in the house of Allah once the khutbah had ended. So he asked her, why not? And then she quoted the verse of the Quran in which Allah says, when you divorce woman, even if you give her a kintar as dowry, and kintar is about 1200 dinars, far in excess of 400 dirhams. Even if you give her a kintar, don't take it back. So Allah is saying in the Quran, it is permissible to give a kintar. And you are saying you're not allowed to do it. So Umar stroked his beard. In those days men used to wear beards. He stroked his beard. And he said, everybody have more knowledge than Umar. He said, everybody have more knowledge than Umar. So he was going this way to leave the salah. He turned around, went back up the mimbar. Oh people, I just gave that order, I now cancel it. And so this was the status, and this was the place, and this was the role of women in the house of Allah at the time of Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. It is reported, as I said to you earlier, that subsequently conditions of grave insecurity emerged. And he is reported to have prevented the woman from coming to the masjid, but that was temporary. That was not ever meant to be permanent. But if you make it a permanent ban, you will now change the religion. And if you change the religion, you're not going to get any water from Kawthar on the Day of Judgment.